The National General Overseer for Core Pentecostal and Evangelical Missions, Bishop Micheal David Kyazze, also a senior pastor at Omega Healing Center, was today invited at the second annual Mental Health Awareness Camp organized by the Parliamentary Forum on Mental Health to give an opening speech as a religious leader about Mental Health Awareness 2024, since it's one of the areas of focus for core Pentecostal and Evangelical missions.
I'd like to request my team to come and stand by my side. The Commissioner of Parliament and our guest of honor. Honorable members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed mental health professionals and partners, it's my pleasure to stand here It's my pleasure to stand here to say a few words towards what we do as an organization and why we are here. First of all, I want us to give a clap offering for the people who are working in the area of mental health. I stand here as a bishop. I've been a preacher since 40 years ago, and I am representing religious leaders in this struggle against mental health. And I would like to say and extend a special thanks to Mama Hasfa, Mama Mental Health, who has made it possible for us to become part of this noble cause of dealing with a major challenge in our nation. Someone may say, as many have been thinking, that maybe religion doesn't have a part to play. But as it has been clearly put, that worship centers are the biggest mental health centers. And we get patients every week and in big numbers. Only we lack the right terminology. We do not call them patients, we call them sheep. We call them believers. But the truth of the matter is that the church, the mosque, the place you go to for worship is a place where you receive ministry, not only both, but in three areas: the head, the heart, and your hands. We look at it as heads being the mind, hearts being the hearts, and the hands being the skills. So we are here not by accident. We know that the civilizations, especially in the 17th century, were built around worship places, churches, and mosques. And right now we know that that has changed. Civilizations are being built around malls and place centers. But we want to assert the necessity of the church and the mosques and places of worship being central and key players in mental health. We as COP have arisen. We are a registered group which is working with 10,000 connected pastors nationally, and we arose to the fact that we are getting concerned to the state of mental health in Uganda. I personally, as I've told you, have been counseling and pastoring for the last 40 years. But it goes without saying that for every year that has been passing, we are getting more concerned about the members and many people who are reporting problems with mental health. And it's getting worse. Even after COVID, we saw that there was a surge and increase in the prevalence of mental health in Uganda. So this brought us to our awakening of rising as religious leaders to join in this struggle of intervening against mental challenges in a more focused and purposed way. And for that matter, this group which stands with me, we began by registering and working with pastors nationally, and we have over 10,000 cooperating pastors who want to work together in the fight against mental health challenges. Not only that, our approach is seeing, we are approaching schools where we have seen so many challenges which range from children coming from dysfunctional families, using of drugs, and even social media. We have realized a sense of concern on that area, and we are targeting to use our chaplains who are in school not only to be preaching but also to offer group therapy in the schools which are connected with us. We as a team are working with 40 schools, and we have chaplains there, and we want support and to roll out a more focused way of having group therapies in those schools. We have also been alarmed by, as I said, our members who are going through very strenuous times and circumstances. One of our friends said that probably it's the economy which is pressing hard on the people, but we know that the circumstances have changed, and there's a lot of mental and emotional burden on our people. So in churches, we also want to give that allowance of having group therapy, and also not only that, we want to begin training our pastors to be able to screen and know situations in which our people are mentally, those we can deal with and those we need to refer for further more professional and medical attention. We are also alarmed by the fact that we are having a need to heal the healers. That means that if we have seen an alarming situation, that even we as clergy, pastors, are registering emotional and mental unwellness, yet under us are many people who come to be made well, but we seem to be causing even more problems to them. So we are looking at moments where leaders in the church may be also receiving attention on mental health. Remember, a life of a minister goes through swinging moods and challenges in the course of the week. In the course of a day, you get a child being born, you celebrate a child being born, then there is a divorce, then there is a domestic problem, then someone dies. In one day, a pastor is bombarded by more than 10 emotional swings. So we have seen that that is affecting our leaders, and therefore we are standing out right now as a body that is of believers to join in this struggle of bringing mental health as a priority in our nation. We seek partnership, we seek guidance, and we pray that all goes well as we meet during this conference and exhibition, that we may work together for God and our country. God bless you.
Thank you very much.